modest. To have or to show the regard for the decency of behavior, speech, dress, and etc. Which proves that modesty isn't just how you dress, but if I must confess, our speech and behavior is what we must first possess. Modest behavior will forever change your life. You will no longer be like the rest. Being deviant and different will be your crown. Learning to accept correction, forgiveness, and being humble will be your throne. Not trying to create attention, but make a difference by the way you're living will be your kingdom. And I know this came last, but the first shall be last and the last shall be first. So God will be your home. And one of the best things about modest behavior is that the modest are a chosen people, a royal priesthood, which is written in stone. And since God is our king, we are the princes and princesses. So we can't act, speak, or dress like the average civilian. We have to make this our own. Since I brought out how the people who live modestly are royalty, back in the past when they had real kingdoms, when can you recall a king or a prince trying to show off his muscles or sag, smoking weed with his hands in his pants that's nasty? Or trying to prove something to somebody that they have nothing in common with because they don't live modestly or have any respect for themselves and others. That ain't classy. When can you recall a queen or a princess walking around in a miniskirt talking about she got a big butt? Drop it down and bring it back up, twerking, trying to make big bucks. Sounds like nothing in history that I've discussed. Modesty didn't change, standards did. But if you call yourself a king or a queen and not standing on modest standards, then what are you standing in? On solid foundation. Sounds like cavemen, because when the rocks break down, there you go running again. I'm not saying modest behavior makes you better than everyone else. But when people come against you or you feel some type of way, then you have to have a reason to feel good about yourself. But back to royalty, just in case you still don't understand how royal you are. The top of your head is called your crown. So if you don't walk around with what the King of Kings has already given you, then of course you're going to look and feel like those who walk around without a crown. Don't be on your best behavior, but be on your modest behavior. Because your best behavior may not be good enough to wear a crown. Modesty will always be the best policy. Even society can't ignore your activity. Every king wasn't born into royalty, but in this future was on the prosperity. Every queen wasn't part of the majority, but they look up to you now because you are the minority. Every prince didn't always have loyalty, but he put God first and changed his priorities. And every princess may have not been artistry, but they will have nothing but respect when they find out she's royalty. Modest behavior is just a new beginning. To be modest and royal doesn't mean you have to live among the wealth. Just know your self-worth. You see, Tara Antoine didn't inspire me to write this poem by the way she dressed, but by her gorgeous personality, her wonderful testimony, and by her beautiful, modest behavior. It's Halo. Light up.